So if you watched my last video, you know that I spent like 3 days struggling to eat because I was cleaning out my refrigerator and I didn't want to go grocery shopping. Today, I finally went grocery shopping, so now it's time to meal prep. I need to meal prep in order to make sure that I don't spend money on Postmates. I realize that meal prep may mean different things to different people. I don't like building entire meals as my meal prep, but when I meal prep, I like to meal prep ingredients. So when it is time to cook, the ingredients part is done. All I literally have to do is put it in the grill. Just know that no full meals are being made today. Okay, what do we have? So I have some ideas. I'm gonna remake my carrot salad that I hope you guys are making from my last video. I'm going to try and take the tops of those carrots and make a carrot pesto. And then we're gonna make the Chimmy Cherry that I made in the last video because I really liked it. Chimmy Cherry for chicken and then for steak that I bought. And then I'm gonna cut some fruit because if the fruit's not cut, am I gonna eat it? No. And then maybe like the Chinese beauty soup that I make, but let's just see how I feel. So let me make 3 cups of rice first and get that cooking. I have found that when I like pre-cook the rice and then freeze it, I don't get as bloated. I feel like that like meat is something. Remember to wash your rice, y'all. Okay, so let's start with the easiest stuff first, which is prepping our fruit. Here is my Japanese knife I got from Tokyo. And actually, here are my containers that I got from Tokyo as well. It's so like silly how easy cutting like fruit is, but it really does prevent me from eating. If I have to like get out a cutting board and I'm just like hungry, it's kind of crazy. Now, when you pre-cut apples, in order to prevent it from going brown, you want to squeeze some, ooh, that looks nice and juicy. Limone. Give it a little mixy mix. It doesn't alter the taste of the apple greatly, but I think it's important if you don't want your apples to be brown. Bonus points, actually, do I have lihing moi? Ooh. So lihing moi is like a local flavor. It's like a dried plum, and we put this on everything, like from candies to apples. So actually, I think I might make lihing moi apple. Kind of sweet. It's like sweet, salty, sour kind of. It just kind of makes eating apples a little bit more fun. And there it is, lightly seasoned. Now, cut the mango. And you could actually also put the lihing moi on mango as well. Now remember, if you have fruit and it's about to go bad, you can always freeze it. Use it for something else, like a smoothie or a pie or something. Down. I thought I bought 2 bundles of carrots, but I guess I only bought 1. With the carrots, I'm going to make the carrot salad that I love. If any of you guys have made it since my last video, please let me know what you think. Let's try the shredder guy. Now let's make the carrots dressing. Remember, it's equal parts everything. Fine vinegar, sesame oil, fish sauce, and maple syrup, but I'm using pancake syrup because that's all I have at the moment. Equal parts, which makes it super easy. I'm gonna do 1 tablespoon this time. Now again, the recipe calls for lime, but since I already have this lemon cut, and I don't think I'll be using the lemon in any other recipe, I just wanna kind of use it with this, so. You can either keep it separate. I'm just gonna go ahead and pour it over the carrots because I feel like I'm gonna eat it within the next day, so it's fine. All right, what else do we got? Chimmy Cherry time. I really loved the Chimmy Cherry I made last video. It made such a difference for the chicken. And then also, since I bought steak, we can also use the Chimmy Cherry for the steak as well. So we have my parsley. I hope I don't offend anyone, but I'm going to add these carrot tops to the Chimmy Cherry too. Kind of tastes like parsley. I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons of garlic. And then I think I'm gonna blitz it first. In the last video, I kind of put the all the other ingredients in there, and it kind of muddied the chimichurri a little bit. So let me blitz this first. 2.5 tablespoons of red wine vinegar, 1/2 teaspoon of dried oregano, sea salt, pepper. Let's add the crushed red pepper. Why not? And then olive oil. Okay, so I am going to get my chicken and then marinate the chicken in the chimichurri. Brian is coming home tomorrow, so we can just cook that for dinner tomorrow, and I know he will love it. And then I'm gonna put some chimichurri aside to either eat with the steak or just put on top of the cooked chimichurri chicken. Whee. Clean hands, get it all in there. Having the chimichurri marinate the chicken really makes a difference in flavor. Wash your hands. Maybe I will pre-slice my potatoes. So normally how I like to eat potatoes is we'll mandolin them and then I will bake them so they're nice and crispy, and then we'll eat this with our steak. Remember, mandolins are very sharp and very dangerous, so please pay attention if you're using one. I'll use the safeguard when it gets like super close. And then they say to just submerge it in water before you cook or until you cook. Look at our little prep pile. And then I guess the last thing I can meal prep is kind of like a Tuscan salad that I really like as well. Okay. So this is a salad that my mom actually requests that I make for her. And it's very easy. You're just assembling stuff. And you literally can put anything you have in it. So I have these tomatoes that I made yesterday that actually don't really, I'm gonna just put the tomatoes in here. This juice has been sitting in the tomatoes, so it's a little sweet, so I'm gonna just pour it in there for the dressing. Garbanzo beans in it. Ooh. Remember to drain the garbanzo beans. And then artichoke hearts, drain those too. I'm gonna chop these up a little bit though. They're a little bulky. So canned like veggies and fruits are your friends. I always keep a bunch of canned goods in our pantry. Growing up, we used to eat a lot of like canned beets and canned asparagus and all that stuff. Next, we're gonna add some olives. Normally I put Kalamata olives in this, but for some reason I have like 6 cans of black olives in our pantry. Now the cool thing about this salad is that if you have like tortillas or something, you could totally put this in a wrap and it'll taste good and be more filling too. And then finally, if you are able to tolerate cheese, I'm gonna throw some feta cheese in here, like so. We have some capers. If you have red onions, sliced red onions would taste really good in this as well. What I also love about this is the longer it sits, the more flavorful it gets. So let's go ahead and make this dressing for this. And it's basically kind of the same dressing as the chimichurri in a way. Instead of oregano, we're gonna do dried parsley, garlic powder, red wine vinegar, olive oil, and that's it. Tastes really good. So in our salad it goes. Cool. The only other thing I wanted to do today was make my Chinese skincare soup, but I forgot this dried fungus needs to rehydrate for a few hours and I forgot to do that. So this won't happen today. If you're interested in seeing me make my skincare soup, let me know in the comments and I can do a video about that. But I think we are done. Ooh. This shallot is about to go. So before it dies, I think maybe we can pickle the shallot and it'll live a second life. Oh yeah, damn, I just bought these shallots like 2 days ago. That's crazy. 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Mix that with some hot water until all that melts. Some rice wine vinegar. And this way, this would have been really gross by like in the next few days, but at least this way, the shallots will stay for the next few weeks. And then we could just top it on things. And just let that live. So it took us just a little bit more than an hour to prep a Tuscan salad, prep a carrot salad, cut up fruit, make a chimichurri for our steak and chicken, marinate chicken in our chimichurri, prep a boatload of potatoes, and we saved a shallot from dying. This is my type of meal prep. Was very fast, and we have food for the next few days before we head to New York, and we don't have to buy any more things. I'm Ajadang. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.